إذا لفي ضلال مبين إني آمنت بربكم فاسمعون قيل ادخل الجنة قال يا ليت قومي يعلمون بما غفر لي ربي وجعلني من المكرمين وما أنزلنا على قومه من بعده من جند من السماء وما كنا منزلين إن كانت إلا صيحة واحدة فإذا هم خامدون يا حسرة على العباد ما يأتيهم من رسول إلا كانوا به يستهزئون ألم يروا كم أهلكنا قبلهم من القرون أنهم إليهم لا يرجعون وإن كل لما جميع لدينا محضرون وآية لهم الأرض الميتة أحييناها وأخرجنا منها حبا فمنه يأكلون وجعلنا فيها جنات من نخيل وأعناب وفجرنا فيها من العيون ليأكلوا من ثمره وما عملته أيديهم أفلا يشكرون سبحان الذي خلق الأزواج كلها مما تنبت الأرض ومن أنفسهم ومما لا يعلمون وآية لهم الليل نسلخ منه النهار فإذا هم مظلمون والشمس تجري لمستقر لها ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم والقمر قدرناه منازل حتى عاد كالعرجون القديم لا الشمس ينبغي لها أن تدرك القمر ولا الليل سابق النهار وكل في فلك يسبحون وآية لهم أنا حملنا ذريتهم في الفلك المشحون وخلقنا لهم من مثله ما يركبون وإن نشأ نغرقهم فلا صريخ لهم ولا هم ينقذون إلا رحمة منا ومتاعا إلى حين وإذا قيل لهم اتقوا ما بين أيديكم وما خلفكم لعلكم ترحمون وما تأتيهم من آية من آيات ربهم إلا كانوا عنها معرضين وإذا قيل لهم أنفقوا مما رزقكم الله قال الذين كفروا للذين آمنوا أنطعم من لو يشاء الله أطعمه إن أنتم إلا في ضلال مبين ويقولون متى هذا الوعد إن كنتم صادقين ما ينظرون إلا صيحة واحدة تأخذهم وهم يخصمون فلا يستطيعون توصية ولا إلى أهلهم يرجعون ونفخ في الصور فإذا هم من الأجداث إلى ربهم ينسلون قالوا يا ويلنا من بعثنا من مرقدنا هذا ما وعد الرحمن وصدق المرسلون إن كانت إلا صيحة واحدة فإذا هم جميع لدينا محضرون فاليوم لا تظلم نفس شيئا ولا تجزون إلا ما كنتم تعملون إن أصحاب الجنة اليوم في شغل فاكهون هم وأزواجهم في ظلال على الأرائك متكئون لهم فيها فاكهة ولهم ما يدعون سلام قولا من رب رحيم وامتازوا اليوم أيها المجرمون ألم أعهد إليكم يا بني آدم ألا تعبدوا الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين وأن اعبدوني هذا صراط مستقيم ولقد أضل منكم جبلا كثيرا أفلم تكونوا تعقلون هذه جهنم التي كنتم توعدون اصلوها اليوم بما كنتم تكفرون اليوم نختم على أفواههم وتكلمنا أيديهم وتشهد أرجلهم بما كانوا يكسبون ولو نشاء لطمسنا على أعينهم فاستبقوا الصراط فأنى يبصرون ولو نشاء لمسخناهم على مكانتهم فما استطاعوا مضيا ولا يرجعون ومن نعمره ننكسه في الخلق أفلا يعقلون وما علمناه الشعر وما ينبغي له إن هو إلا ذكر وقرآن مبين لينذر من كان حيا ويحق القول على الكافرين أولم يروا أنا خلقنا لهم مما عملت أيدينا أنعاما فهم لها مالكون وذللناها لهم فمنها ركوبهم ومنها يأكلون ولهم فيها منافع ومشارب أفلا يشكرون واتخذوا من دون الله آلهة لعلهم ينصرون لا يستطيعون نصرهم وهم لهم جند محضرون فلا يحزنك قولهم إنا نعلم ما يسرون وما يعلنون أولم ير الإنسان أنا خلقناه من نطفة فإذا هو خصيم مبين وضرب لنا مثلا ونسي خلقه قال من يحيي العظام وهي رميم قل يحييها الذي أنشأها أول مرة وهو بكل خلق عليم الذي جعل لكم من الشجر الأخضر نارا فإذا أنتم منه توقدون أوليس الذي خلق السماوات والأرض بقادر على أن يخلق مثلهم بلى وهو الخلاق العليم إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون فسبحان الذي بيده ملكوت كل شيء وإليه ترجعون
صدق الله العظيم.
You are listening to the Breakfast Rush.
اللهم صل على المصطفى حبيبنا محمد عليه السلام. اللهم صل على المصطفى حبيبنا محمد عليه السلام. You are the greatest man we look up to, and I stay faithful. I learn my lessons all through you, the final prophet. He led the way, so we stay true. I give my all and everything. Allahumma salli ala al-Mustafa Habibna Muhammad alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala al-Mustafa Habibna Muhammad alayhi salam. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa Allahumma salli ala al-Mustafa Habibna Muhammad alayhi salam. اللهم صل على المصطفى حبيبنا محمد عليه السلام. He was respected, the most trustworthy of us all. We can never match him, but we try our best and give our all. I give my all and everything. Allahumma salli ala al-Mustafa Habibna Muhammad alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala Mustafa Habibna Muhammad alayhi salam.
This Surah Yasin was brought to you by Murchison Spice, Pietermaritzburg. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless your day.
There's something cooking at Murchison Spice, and its name is Elite Basmati Rice, available throughout the Middle East and now available in South Africa. Brought to you by Murchison Spice, Pietermaritzburg, available in Golden Cellar and Premium White, high in vitamins and low in calories. Perfect for the health conscious. Contact Murchison Spice on 033 387 2121. That's 033 387 2121. Murchison Spice. Taste the East.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Your award-nominated Breakfast Rush with Nishal Sarawat.
You guys make our day with a ray of hope.
You guys always rocked. I've been inspired. You guys are totally awesome. There's no words that can describe how awesome you guys are.
I will always say TVR is the best. TVR brings joy into my home.
Thank you, TVR. Brilliant. Just keep up the great work. Let's hope management gives you guys a big increase.
Monday to Friday, 6 till 8 a.m.
Every day, thousands go to bed hungry, but you can change that. With just 10 Rand, you can provide a loaf of bread. This bread is more than just a donation, it is a lifeline for so many families in need. Be part of the Al Ansar Outreach Slice of Life drive today. Call Outreach on 031 208 1601 and make a difference one loaf at a time.
Color your world with Color Trade Paints. Color Trade Paints, stockers of interior and exterior coatings. We got you covered with our wide range of roof colors and are stockers of industrial floor coatings. A Color Trade innovation, the 4-in-1 primer must always be your first choice. Magic Cover PVA, 99 Rand per 5 liters. Peach, cream or white. Restore your driveway with high durability jet black tar coat, 690 Rands per 20 liters. Get to a Color Trade Paint store near you or visit our e-store. Call 086 126 8888 for free delivery. Make the right paint choice. Always ensure color before trade. Buy Color Trade Paints.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
Inspiration for the Ummah, your morning Nasiha.
One day the Prophet ﷺ stood up in the depths of the night. It is authentically reported in Al-Bukhari that he raised his hands up to the heavens and he said, "Oh Allah, my ummah, my ummah. Ya Allah, my ummah, my ummah. Ya Allah, my ummah, my ummah." He couldn't say more than that. He couldn't finish his sentences because he was so emotional. Until the night passed and the last third of the night came, until Fajr time came, and at that point Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam came down and said, Ya Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Allah has sent me and said, Ya Muhammad, your Lord will not disappoint you regarding your ummah. Your Lord will not disappoint you regarding your ummah. The question is, brothers and sisters in Islam, are we going to disappoint our Prophet ﷺ? Are we going to disappoint our Prophet ﷺ? Allah has promised our Prophet He will not disappoint him regarding our ummah. The question is us. Are we going to otherwise not fulfill the promise of Allah and be a disappointment for our Prophet ﷺ? For those people who are looking at the situation, the Muslimin around us, and say there is no hope for this ummah. This ummah is destroyed. There is no hope for it. Those who look at the situation of Islam and Muslims and the countries of Islam and Muslims being eaten up by other people. But Allah, I will tell you, every single person that has made an effect in this dunya was not a really great man before they became great. They were not particularly talented, not particularly educated, not particularly eloquent. They didn't need the permission of everybody. They didn't have the help of everyone as well. But Allah, they had one thing and one thing only, and that was a deep burning desire to achieve something. Be you of those people who fulfill His vision. Be you of those people who fulfill your love for Allah Azza wa Jal by pursuing the vision of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam on this earth. Everyone will say, I love Allah or I want to love Allah. However, certain things prevent them from proving their love for Allah Azza wa Jal. The first thing that prevents them is this negativity. I can't be that great. I can't prove my love to Allah. I've done too much sins. I'm not someone special. I don't have Islamic knowledge. I only know so little. I'm not from a great family. I'm not a great speaker. How can I truly...
TBR, it is 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 FM in Peter Maritzburg. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. And you need to cough that one out.
Okay.
That was terrible.
It's okay.
Well, for that. No idea where that came from. But anyway, assalamu alaikum, everybody. Welcome. TBR says, I need to cough another one. How you doing?
Alhamdulillah. How are you doing?
Terrible.
It's okay.
I have no idea what's going on. It's
rather
like,
now, it's
I don't know.
gone. Hopefully
Where?
you're feeling better. I don't know, into the atmosphere somewhere.
I normally like and spit it out. You know, terrible. You can't do that.
He won't do it again today. I
You think so?
promise. Yeah.
All right. Let's hope so. It's the 13th Thursday. It's the 13th of November 2025. Wherever you are, hope you're doing well. Hope you're driving safely. We'll get your latest traffic in just a little bit on the program. But with today being the 13th of November, what's Islamic date?
It is the 22nd of Jamadul Ula, 1447. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu.
22nd already.
22nd already. We're expecting Hilal sighting to be on the 20th of November.
Okie dokie. 7 snooze from here to there, and you will figure out through the sighting the month change.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
We'll tell you more about that as we get closer.
Talking about telling you about things here on the Breakfast Rush today, we delve back into what the finance minister tabled yesterday. Remember, we had a chat with parliamentary leader for Kasatu on the show yesterday, Matthew. Today, we're talking again about the medium-term budget policy statement receiving some reaction on the speech. As we get through the program, we'll get you headlining news, letting you know what's been going on here in South Africa, and of course, at least 1 or 2 spots around the planet as well. Just keep you abreast of information as we get through the show. And then a quick rundown of some of the wake-up times around the world. I'll give you some context to it a little bit later, not now, right? Naz and I will give you some context to it. What time do you wake up?
At 4.
4.
If I followed my alarm.
Yeah. So for me, it's between 4 and 4:30.
Okay.
Indonesia, 5 to 7.
Currently? Or at that time?
No. Wake up time.
Okay.
5 to 7.
Yeah.
They're lucky. They're so lucky. Japan, 10 past 7.
Ooh.
Like, what time do they start work?
10 past 7?
What time do you start work? I know that sometimes they work around the clock, but
so better.
So no matter what time you wake up, I would assume, because I'm looking at all of this, right?
Yeah.
Wherever you are on the planet, depending on what time you wake up, the whole world is at play by 9 o'clock in the morning, wherever they live.
If they have a longer day because they, wake up later? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, do you start work later and finish work later?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting to find out.
It could quite possibly be. It could quite possibly be. Anyway, for you joining us on social media this morning, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, TikTok Live as well. I'm Nishal Sarwan. Her name's Nazmira Kashim. And with us in the studio, Brother Mondley. And of course, on news, you've got Tabilet Duma and the first news bulletin on the program, Hydra Kota. Team's growing, eh?
Alhamdulillah.
Not size-wise. Some of us are growing sideways, but
we're trying not to.
Yeah.
And Colonel Rauf, of course.
Yes, I was getting there. He's the next person to be invited on, and the reason for that is because he's got like the latest traffic.
Always.
Right?
Always.
He is a lieutenant colonel within Metro Police, which means we get the freshest traffic info ever.
And the freshest humor between Nishal and him.
No, he's naughty. He puts me in a trap every so often. Honestly, he's absolutely naughty. But anyway, Shanaz sends a message saying she loves Jungle Oats.
Yay. Okay. And she also says that she
Why?
reads the Surah Yasin every single morning
There you
as we play it. Alhamdulillah.
Exactly. So leads me to ask another question. What do you have for breakfast every day? Because no, Shanaz started it. Don't blame me. I'm talking about food at 25 to 7 or 6:30 in the morning, whatever time is on your clock. Over here at 6:31.
So
right?
I don't eat before the show. I've told
At
you that.
all?
You've shouted me before.
No, you
I can't. Yeah, I can't. I find it very difficult to. So I would eat after. So between 8 and 11 is breakfast for me, depending on the day.
Whoa. Why? What's your favorite breakfast? What gets you? What gets you going from a meal? You don't even have like a tea?
Nothing.
Coffee?
Nothing at all.
Water?
Sometimes.
Apple?
Nothing.
No
Nothing.
way.
Nothing before the show.
No, this is horrible. We have to try and change that somewhere.
What do you have?
Cup of coffee, slice of toast.
At what time?
That's around about
Approximately.
5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's around about 5,
bad.
5:15.
Good
give or take,
habits there.
Before, but it's been that way for years.
Mhm.
And then TBR breakfast at the deli.
Okay.
So when I order the full TBR breakfast at the Al Ansar deli, generally speaking, we don't have lunch.
I can
Because
understand.
it's a
So I've
big,
seen that plate.
Big breakfast. It's been a while since sat down and had breakfast with Superintendent Rauf and some of the other boys that join us on the program. We're going to have to do that very, very soon again. Right now, 6:32. Let's get your traffic.
Breakfast rush traffic.
Superintendent Rauf, assalamu alaikum. Welcome.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah. How are you doing this morning?
And I'm doing absolutely great. You know, in the morning, I'm in different places every day. So today I'm at King Shaka again.
You're at the airport. Lovely.
Okay. Let's start off with the M7. Leaving the bluff, you've got a truck broken down across 2 lanes just before the second Shell garage. So major delays at the moment in that vicinity. Just allow for extra traveling time if you're going to be in that vicinity, please. Pedestrian been knocked down near the total garage where you're entering Gateway. So there's delays in that vicinity as well. Allow for extra traveling time. Now, there's an incident that's taking place or started taking place early this morning from about 3 o'clock where there was a police chase and so forth. At the moment, you've got Prince Edward Street closed from Albert Street and you've got Field Street closed from Victoria. You're not going to be able to go towards Leopold because there's been a shooting incident in the vicinity. So that road is closed. Use another route, please. Try and go down Commercial Road into Aliwell and then come back up Ordnance again. Pedestrian accident on Old Road near the McDonald's. There's going to be delays there as well. Allow for extra traveling time. That's your first update.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Rauf. Much appreciated. We'll catch up with you in a while on the show.
I thought you were going to say come for breakfast.
You can come for breakfast. You're always invited. You know that.
No, but only after I told you.
But I don't need to invite you. You're always there. You're always invited.
And the breakfast at the deli is top.
It is phenomenal. Listen, that steak sandwich that you were always talking about over there in the deli, they've improved on it.
Wow.
Because people in the building started finding out that Rauf only likes the steak sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that steak sandwich Sales numbers have risen because of you. So hats off.
I still haven't tried it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That steak sandwich is absolutely beautiful. You know, we started with a naan katai.
Yeah.
Now we're doing the steak sandwich.
Yeah.
We'll do something else next.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks, Soup. Catch up soon.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Zahra Mullah, assalamu alaikum to you. Trisha, assalamu alaikum to you as well. Adrian Munian, there's a Gypsy Queen and more that's busy sitting down watching on TikTok at the moment. All of you that are on Facebook, and if you there on YouTube, take a picture of the screen, right? And then WhatsApp that picture to us at 060-904-1056. I would love to see what it looks like on your side. So grab a pic of your screen and send it off to us on WhatsApp 060-904-1056.
The weather update. I think it's going to be playtime weather.
Right, Durban today expecting cloudy weather, 26-degree high at lunchtime. Pietermaritzburg mostly sunny, 26 as well. Margate today a cloudy, 25 expected in that part of the world. Richards Bay cloudy, 27. Inland now, Ladysmith mostly sunny, 31 degrees. Johannesburg, if you're landing there at lunchtime, no need for a jacket. Joburg's going to be sunny, 29 degrees. Cape Town, sunny, 24. Lilongwe in Malawi, cloudy, 27. Pakistan's Karachi expecting cloud cover as well, 32 degrees. Mecca, Medina expecting a haze and a mostly sunny day, 33 the maximum. Dubai today, sunny, 32. Perth in Australia, mostly sunny, 26. Now, Perth in Australia at the moment, it's 12:36, just after midday. Right now, Galway Island, partly cloudy, 12 degrees when they hit lunch, and they're about 2 hours behind us. Gaza City, Palestine, the exact same time as we are.
Yes.
At the moment,
Uh-huh.
it is 6:36 here and there.
Alhamdulillah.
Gaza's weather for today, buffered for a second there. Gaza's weather today, sunny, 25 degrees. I'm reading messages coming through because it's like right on this side, like on my left shoulder. And Sarah Bibi Mustafa Parag says, I don't like cereals for breakfast.
Okay.
I have a biscuit or a cake with ilachi tea or karak tea. Any sweet things.
That sounds like a celebration every day.
Every morning.
You know you're going to have a good day no
Every
matter
morning.
what
Yeah,
happens.
every morning a celebration at her place. Nishal, I'm busy cleaning, dicing vegetables to cook vegetable akni.
We're coming to your house for lunch today, brother.
She's
MH.
coming to your house.
I will eat his share too.
I don't, so go for it. Go. There's too much vegetables.
Beautiful.
There's too much
Absolutely
vegetables.
beautiful. I'm still salivating.
I like this message.
Assalamu alaikum to my phenomenal show, TBR. Jazakallah khair, Hasina.
So, Sarah still typing. Okay, Fozi. Assalamu alaikum to you. Fozi says scars are not ugly, they are marks of resilience. Fozi in Pietermaritzburg. Nice.
Well said. And then getting up at 4 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. Azan is at 4 a.m. for Fajr. What time do you make Fajr? So I think that message was for me.
Absolutely.
And it depends. So
absolutely.
It depends. On what time the alarm goes. If I wake up at 4, then it would be immediately at that time. But again, I have mentioned 2 days ago that sometimes unintentionally that snooze button happens. It just pops up for 10 minutes.
Guess what?
So Fajr is read before the Fajr Azan, just to answer your question.
Everybody human. Officer Shahid Mia. Assalamu alaikum. To you as well. Hope you have an absolutely brilliant day. Guys, I get up at 3.
Alhamdulillah. Shanaz is able to read the Hajj Salah.
Yeah. Shiksha, how you doing? Welcome to you as well. Oh, I love this. This will make such a good t-shirt.
Life is a journey of unpredictable ups and downs. I love this.
Yeah, absolutely.
The colors are beautiful.
Very much so. Zafi, how you doing? Welcome to you as well. Hajra Habib, thank you for that. Slums, guys, here's a huge shout out to everyone listening in. Have an awesome day. And this one here is from Nurunisa.
And then always in my du'as, just love you guys from Shanaz.
I don't vegetable hakni.
I'll have Sara Bibi Mustafa Sheh also. Salams, how are you? My best radio station ever. What is the weather in Peter Maritzburg like today?
The weather in Peter Maritzburg. Now, wait, hold on for a second. I'm turning back the pages over here. I'm going to go find out. Peter Maritzburg, mostly sunny, 26 degrees. No expectation of rain for the better part of the day. Rain expected in the evening in Peter Maritzburg. There's a 51% chance of rain from around about sunset or so. Humidity levels at 88%. The UV index is low. Is there any other information I can give you? I'm asking for a friend over here. Your colleague says he wakes up at 4:30. This is, I'm assuming this is somebody who's listening like newly to
So
the
that
show.
message wasn't for me then.
You know, it wasn't for me. Harun Al-Rashid Patel. My name should be a clue there, brother. My name's Nishal Sarawat.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
At Radio Al Ansar, we value your feedback. If you have a broadcasting-related complaint, please send it in writing to the head of the Complaints Committee. Be sure to include your full name, contact details, a clear explanation of the complaint, and any supporting documents. You can email your complaint to feedback@alansar.org.za. That's feedback@alansar.org.za. Or visit our administrative office at 207 West Road, Overport, Durban. Your voice matters to us.
Hungry for a deal that hits the spot? Get the top duo deal. 2 large margarita pizzas plus 1 topping each for $1.99. Or go big or go home with the Bellissima duo deal. 2 large Bellissima pizzas for $2.69. Pure flavor perfection. And that's not all. The snack box combos are here. Your pizza boy's favorite pack to the ultimate munch box. Don't forget our daily lunch specials. Delicious, quick, and wallet friendly. Only at Pizza Boys. Taste that hits different. Pizza Boys, bring your va-va boom to your slice of life. Find your nearest Pizza Boys near you. Pizza Boys, we don't cut corners.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
The Breakfast Rush. It's the people's choice.
Ya Nabi, 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 Ya Nabi. ये मंज़र देखे खूब आँखों ने तेरे देखे ये मंज़र देखे मांगते फिरते ज़माने के मांगते फिरते ज़माने के सिकंदर देखे या नबी मदीना 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 कौन तेरे दर के ये मंज़र देखे आप सारा आलम कोई देखा ही नहीं आप आलम कोई देखा ही नहीं यूं तो दुनिया में हजारों ही यूं तो दुनिया में हजारों ही देखना जो अंदाज शहनशाही के देखना जो शहनशाही के देखना जो अंदाज शहनशाही के शाह बतहा के गुलामों को शाह बतहा के गुलामों को वो आकर देखे या नबी या नबी या नबी या नबी या नबी मने जा को नवाजा है तुम्हारे दुश्मने जान को नवाजा है तुम्हारे पे दुख रहमत के न बदले दुख रहमत के न बदले हुए देखे या नबी मदीना 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 कौन तेरे दिल के शिकंजे देखे फिर बुला मुझको मदीने में मदीने फिर बुला मुझको मदीने मदीने वाले एक अरसा हुआ सरकार एक अरसा हुआ सरकार देखे या नबी तैबा तैबा कौन तेरे दिल के शिकंजे देखे तेरी जात ही काफी है न्यासी के लिए तेरी जात ही काफी है
What's a Faluda Shirazi?
I know what's a Faluda. I do not know what's a Faluda Shirazi.
Maybe Shirazi is his surname. Okay, let's
Maybe
start
it's a
again.
type.
What's a Faluda?
A Faluda is a dessert.
Right.
So it's pink,
Okay,
murky,
it's a pink
and
dessert.
it's yummy. It's kind of like, you know, like how you would get jelly,
Yeah.
but with milk. So it's like a, have you tasted Faluda?
Clearly not.
Really?
I don't know these things.
So some people call Faluda milkshake, right? And
I've had a milkshake.
Yeah, but it's I disagree with the term Faluda being milkshake. For me, milkshake is Bombay Crush.
Okay.
So basically, take those ingredients and similar,
Yeah.
make them into a jelly consistency,
Right.
and then there you go, Faluda.
Ay, ay, ay.
There's actually some stores
You know
that
what I'm going
sell
to
it
do?
ready made.
No, I'm not listening to you anymore. I'm not, because I think I want to listen to Bibi Aisha Leher later.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, because she's going to be giving the recipe for Faluda Shirazi.
I can't give you that recipe.
Apparently, Shirazi is the surname. Faluda is a Faluda and Shirazi is
Yeah,
the surname.
so Faluda
I
is
don't know.
roasted up milk, vermicelli.
Right.
This is probably a bougie type of Faluda.
Cool. So, cooking with Bibi Aisha is a program later on, right? Apparently, there's a paratha burger that is trending.
Yes, I've heard of that. I've seen pictures of it here in Durban.
Paratha burger.
Yes, so you've got your patty and you've got this crisp, flaky paratha on either side and everything else that you'd get in your normal burger in between, like your cheese, etc.
That is a shawarma.
No, it's not a shawarma.
That is a shawarma.
No, there's a
Don't
very
scream
big
at the mic.
difference between a paratha and a shawarma. Sorry.
Come on, man.
I get
when it comes to food, but she does
passionate
not
when you talk
eat
about
breakfast. Hey, listen, that recording that just played, absolutely gorgeous. Khoob Aako is the title of it. Muhammad Azam Qadri is the name of the artist. Muhammad Azam Qadri, the name of the artist on that Khoob Aako, being the title of that kalam. Absolutely. I hope all of you that were looking for the name of the artist, you've got it, write it down, scribble it somewhere. Muhammad Azam Qadri. Also coming up on Cooking with Bibi Aisha later on, besides the trending paratha burger, which I think is just a shawarma in disguise. We'll agree to disagree.
You must taste it.
Trisha's agreeing with me. Sure, it's fine. 2-1. And then you got, what can I actually mention from here? Flaky paratha and filling suggestions.
I can think of many for that.
That's messy.
It's delicious.
It might be delicious, but it's just messy.
You eat it in your house like how you eat crab curry.
No. Crab curry is something different. That's on. See, even MH agrees with me. He says it's a shawarma. No, it's not a shawarma.
Thank you, Zara.
Right, Mohammed Faluda is like cream caramel flan. Oogie googie.
Yeah.
I think I only ever ate that once in my entire life. It was way too sweet for me.
That is divine. But Faluda is not that excessively sweet.
Yeah, it's made with channa grass, not vermicelli. Vermicelli. Bilkish, Faluda is like panna cotta.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a good description.
Oh, fantastic. I don't even know what a panna cotta is. Like, where is it coming from? Is it coming from India? Is it coming from Italy? I don't know. Anyway, let's get into headlining news. It's 6:51 a.m. If you need to set the clock, tell us, what did President Cyril Ramaphosa do recently?
Uncle Cupcake has fired Democratic Alliance MP Dr. Dion George as Minister of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment over claims of his underperformance and replaced him with Willem Abraham Stephanus Ocamp. Ramaphosa has appointed Alexandra Lillian Amelia Abrahams as Deputy Minister of Trade, Industry and Competition in line with Section 1993(1)(a) of the Constitution. The move follows reports that a cabinet reshuffle was imminent after DA leader and Agriculture Minister John Steenhuisen requested George's removal.
And in other news, outside of South Africa, US President Donald Trump has sent a letter to Israel's President Isaac Herzog asking him to pardon Benjamin Netanyahu, slamming the corruption charges against the Israeli Prime Minister as political and unjustified. Trump's letter yesterday comes a month after the US brokered ceasefire came into effect in Gaza, ushering in a fragile truce amid daily Israeli attacks and aid restrictions. In his letter, the US president cited Netanyahu's leadership in the war, an assault that killed more than 69,000 Palestinians and at least 20,000 children, and which the United Nations investigators have described as a genocide. So let me go back and see if I can edit that last paragraph. Considering the United Nations investigators have described it as a genocide, right?
Yeah.
The whole world with open eyes can see that as well.
Agreed.
So if I can edit the other one, the last paragraph, in his letter, US President cited Netanyahu's leadership in the war, an assault that, and here's my edit, murdered more than 69,000 Palestinians, including 20,000 children. So
agreed.
because it's agreed that the United Nations investigators have described it as a genocide.
Correct. And as we always say, make dua for those in Palestine. 6:53 and back home, while state-owned enterprise Eskom reported a profit for the first time in 10 years, issues surrounding municipal areas continue to persist, going up by 39.3 billion rands over the course of just 1 year. The status of Eskom's debt relief was announced during Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana's 2025 medium-term budget policy statement that took place just yesterday. In his speech, the minister said that Eskom has increased its available generation capacity and reduced unplanned power cuts, reflecting improved maintenance. As of 29th of October 2025, the country had experienced 167 consecutive days without load shedding. Allahumma barik. it must stay that way.
Yeah. The thing is, whenever we mention it, that there's not been load shedding, something happens.
That's why I made my thought.
Well, there you go. The coal gets wet, like they forgot to open the umbrella. The coal gets wet, or they forgot to fill the diesel, or the guy that switched it on just forgot to go to work today. Something happens.
A
Do you know what I mean?
profit after 10 years, apparently. Imagine.
Look at that. And there's you and I, Joe Citizen, Uncle, me, paying exorbitant amounts to our municipalities for electricity. There's people sitting with electrical and water bills, R500,000 in debt. You got to sell your house to pay the electricity bill.
Pretty much.
Hey?
Yeah.
Anyway, South Africa wakes up earlier than anyone else in the world. And we discussed this a little bit earlier on. If you're up and listening before 7 a.m. every morning, congratulations. You're not just an early bird. You're officially South African. Statistically speaking, according to a brand new study by the World Population Review, South Africans are now officially the earliest risers in the world, waking up at an average time of 6:24 a.m. Now, that's earlier than any other country on the planet, while the rest of the world is still drooling on their pillows. We're already in traffic. We're already sipping coffee. We're already arguing with the taxi driver.
Now, we're not alone in this early bird club. Coming in right behind us is Colombia
I'd love to
at
go there.
6:31 a.m. and Costa Rica at 6:38 a.m.
Oh my
So
God.
clearly, there's something about tropical sunrises and strong coffee that just gets us moving. But then you've got countries like Greece and Portugal where people only roll out of bed after 8 a.m. and honestly, with that Mediterranean lifestyle, can you really blame them?
You're going to bed quite late.
Yeah. So around the board, the global average wake up time is around, say, 7 a.m. The United States, for example, 20 past 7. So by the time they're getting out of bed, we've already had breakfast, if you like Nishal, and survived the morning commute.
So exactly, by 7:20, we've already hit a reply all on a few emails and dodged a pothole or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
So Nishal told you a little bit of the rundown and wake up times around the world. So you said Indonesia, 6:55 a.m. You spoke about Japan, that's 9 minutes past 7. India, 7:36. China, 7:42. Russia, 6 minutes past 8. Portugal, 22 minutes past 8.
Listen. Wait. Turn the volume up. Turn it, because you want to hear this one here.
Saudi Arabia,
Uh-huh.
27 minutes past 8.
And then I'm going to ask those two uncles who've been sending me messages. What time is Fajr over there? Over there, not here, or because I know what time it's here.
Yeah.
Like, what time is it over there?
I have no idea. I'm going to have to do some research on that one.
So just before sunrise. So what time does the sun rise over there? That's another
No,
story.
Unless they're reading Fajr and going back to sleep. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, I like this one here. It says, Salams to the amazing team. Best program, makes my morning every day. Love you guys. Thank you, Fatima Razak, for messaging and being with us every single morning.
So according to my Google search, Fajr in Saudi today, 13th November 2025, 4:53 a.m.
So like I said earlier, the whole world is up by 9.
The Breakfast Rush. Brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's the perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
It's not just about the bride, it's about family, community, and celebrating the men who make our society strong. Introducing the Afternoon Jam Ultimate Bride Champion, a first of its kind. Join us for a fun-filled afternoon with a chill zone, kids corner, entertainment, comedy, stalls, and more. Entry is absolutely free, so bring everyone. Don't miss the Ultimate Bride Champion on the 22nd 2nd of November 2025 at the Al Ansar Foundation, 207 West Road, Overport. Brotherhood meets competition. The Afternoon Jam Ultimate Bride Champion is powered by Dawood Megastore. Sounds fun? See you there.
At Checkers, our Steakhouse Classic range is crafted for those who take pride in every braai. Each cut is hand-trimmed by our expert butchers, perfectly matured and vacuum-packed for tenderness that melts in your mouth. From man-sized T-bone steak, beef tomahawk, and classic steak cuts, our butchery brings you over 21 Steakhouse Classic steak cuts to choose from, perfectly prepared. Checkers Saxony Westwood, butchery, bakery, and deli, certified by the NIHT.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
Big city to big city. Winners wake up with the Breakfast Rush.
From the heavens high above, you brought a message down with love. Through the messengers you chose to guide the hearts that only the darkness knows. أرسلتنا هدى عن طريق الأنبياء يا رحمتك للعالمين يا رحمتك للعالمين. Every heart that lost its way found its path in what you gave. Through the words the prophet spoke, guiding hearts that only the darkness knows. أرسلتنا هدى عن طريق الأنبياء يا رحمتك للعالمين يا رحمتك للعالمين. أنت الرحمن أنت الرحيم.
The Breakfast Rush Main News Bulletin.
Making news at 7, the KwaZulu-Natal Department of Health says it's making significant strides towards improving HIV treatment outcomes as recent data reveal a commendable performance in 3 leading districts. Good morning, I'm Tabila Duma. The KwaZulu-Natal Department of Health says it's making significant strides towards improving HIV treatment outcomes as recent data reveal a commendable performance in 3 leading districts. This was revealed at the KZN Provincial Council of AIDS yesterday. Jacqueline Gozot, the Acting Chief Director of the Strategic Health Program at the KZN Department of Health, presented statistics highlighting the province's progress in achieving its 95-95 targets. Gozo explained that the first 95 target focuses on people living with a diagnosed HIV. The province currently has an aggregate of 98%, exceeding the target in the first and second quarters. She said that the challenge now lies in the second 95 target, which is ensuring all HIV-positive individuals are on ARVs treatment. The province remains at 87%. Staying with local news, a state witness who was present when a Durban Crime Intelligence Police officer, Warrant Officer Pumlani Jali, was shot dead at his home in Inanda as part of a gang initiation, has told the Nduzuma Regional Court that she was able to point out the alleged killer because of his distinct lazy eye with a scar above and under his eye. The witness, who cannot be named to protect the identity of the officer's son, who is yet to testify, said that she would never forget the face of the person who brutally killed her relative. The witness was describing how she identified the alleged triggerman Mondli Majola, aged 31, during the identification parade. The witness said that she would never forget Majola's face because she spent a good 5 minutes watching him as he stood outside the Jali Yard on that fateful day on the 28th of November in 2023 before he entered. The trial is set to continue on the 25th of November. In national news, the fight against gun violence has been called into question following a bloody day in Cape Town At least 7 people were killed in separate shootings across the metro yesterday. However, it's not isolated as the city deals with shootings on a daily basis, and in the past week, there have also been 2 triple murders in Delft and in Philippi. Detectives spent yesterday combing several scenes in various parts of Cape Town. At the Nyanga taxi rank, 2 people were killed and 8 were wounded when several gunmen randomly shot at a minibus taxi after 10 a.m. 3 people were also found dead in a vehicle in Montclair and Mitchell's Plain yesterday morning, and there were fatal shootings in Heiderveld and Mannenberg. The gun violence has invoked reaction from the Democratic Alliance's Parliamentary Police Committee chairperson Ian Cameron, who's argued that giving municipal law enforcement more policing powers will help. He said that calls for the devolution of policing powers has been politicized instead of focusing on the well-being of innocent people. Mkhonto We'Sizwe Party has described the adjournment of the incitement case against Duduzile Zuma Sambutla as a delaying tactic. Zuma Sambutla's trial was adjourned until next Monday to allow the state to consult further witnesses. The daughter of former President Jacob Zuma returned to the Durban High Court yesterday for what was meant to be the 3rd day of the trial. What was meant to be day 3 of the 10-day trial was cut short after State Prosecutor Advocate Yuri Kangai indicated that he needed to consult with witnesses. The MK party said that this delay alone showed that the state was not ready to prosecute. The party's national spokesperson, Tlamulo Ndlela, questioned the state's readiness. And finally, the head of the United Nations Migration Agency has called for a ceasefire and a humanitarian corridor to help tens of thousands of civilians trapped in Al Fasher, the city in Sudan's Darfur region that fell to the paramilitary rapid support forces last month. Amy Pope, Director General of the International Organization for Migration, told the news agency yesterday that the primary concern is getting access to residents who have been largely cut off from humanitarian aid and services in Al Fasher. Human rights groups have accused the RSF, which has been battling the Sudanese armed forces for control of Sudan since April 2023, of committing wide-scale massacres in its capture of Al Fasher on the 26th of October. According to the latest IOM figures, while thousands of residents remain stuck in Al Fasher, the capital of Sudan's North Darfur state, and nearly 90,000 others have fled since the RSF's takeover. Yesterday, Pope said that displaced families have described the dangerous journeys out of Al Fasher. Taking a look at financial indicators, the rand to the US dollar is trading at 17 rands and 7 cents, to the euro at 19 rands and 79 cents, to the pound at 22 rands and 42 cents. The Saudi Riyal is at 4 rands and 56 cents. Gold is trading at $4,210.62 an ounce, while Brent crude oil is trading at $62.63 a barrel. That's it for now. I will be back with the headlines at 7:30 for Radio Al-Ansar News. I'm Tabila Duma.
You know, I always say that TBR Radio Al-Ansar always has the very best listeners.
Always.
I always say that because it's true. It is absolutely you that's choosing to listen to us every single day, the best.
Always.
So this morning, just to prove it, somebody sent through a picture of what looks like an amazing feature wall.
It is.
With this rather large television set on it, and TBR on YouTube on the TV.
I love it. And so stunning displays on the side there as well.
Very, very nice. Thank you for sending this through. This picture made my morning because it proves that me trying to get my shirt to match my beard with the stripes and all of that, it worked. Anyway, let's get to traffic. Figure out what's happening on the roads.
This traffic update is brought to you by Sham Panel Beaters, 140 Felix Dlamini Drive, Overport.
Breakfast rush hour.
Soon, this traffic update is brought to you by Sham Panel Beaters, 140 Felix Dlamini Drive, Overport.
Yeah, it is brought to you by Sham Panel Beaters and soon to be Brigadier Raouf. Assalamu alaikum.
Don't say that. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much. So it looks like the G21 has come to Pietermaritzburg because Ottoman Road, the traffic lights are all out.
Oh boy.
Especially if you're on the bridge coming out of Ottoman Road. Also Ottoman Road and Bambata Road. Very heavy congestion with traffic coming out of Ottoman Road this morning. Traffic lights are working. Please use them as four-way stop as you get to them. Pietermaritzburg traffic has been contacted. Hopefully you'll send points for out there to deal with the traffic. Accident with multiple injuries off Port Road and Warwick Avenue. Looks like a taxi involved in this one. So there's going to be delays in that vicinity, just allow for extra traveling time in that area, please. Especially traffic coming on all that road from the M3, going to be really congested with the accident that's taken place in that vicinity. So just please allow for extra traveling time if you are going to be traveling this morning. We got slow-moving traffic on the M41 eastbound as you're going towards the M4, M3 as well, congested as you're coming towards Spaghetti Junction from the M13, Paradise Valley. The N2 as well, going northbound between the M25 and Umhlanga. Traffic is slow-moving. Incoming towards Durban, between Umtoti and Umhlanga is also congested. Allow for extra traveling time, please. That's your second update.
Thank you very much, Lieutenant Colonel Raouf. Much appreciated. When I said soon to be
what
brigadier,
would you do at a red light?
What would I do at a red light? I personally would stop.
You would stop?
Yes.
What would you do at an amber light?
Depending on how far I'm away from the line, I'd stop as well.
Thank you.
Slow.
He was asking for a friend.
No. I think maybe he saw me do something that I wasn't supposed to do, and I got away really quickly, and then he couldn't catch up with me, and then so now he's angry.
Are there things you're doing and you're not telling us?
Yeah, no. Depending on how far away. If I'm right there at the line and it goes amber, I'll proceed.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'm right there at the line.
This traffic update is brought to you by Sham Panel Beaters, 140 Felix Dlamini Drive, Overport. This traffic update is brought to you by Sham Panel Beaters, 140 Felix Dlamini Drive, Overport.
Is your car in need of repairs or some TLC?
At Sham Panel Beaters, we take pride in providing top-notch service for over 40 years.
Conveniently located at 140 Felix Lamini Road, Overport, Durban, we specialize in repairs for both insurance claims and cash jobs.
Enjoy a free diagnostic test, polish, mini valet with every guaranteed repair.
We treat your pride and joy as our own and are approved by all major insurance companies and brokers.
Sham Panel Beaters is also an AA and RMI accredited repairer.
Trust us with your vehicle today.
So still to come on your breakfast rush, looking again into the medium-term budget policy statement, a reflection on that with Action SA MP Alan Beasley coming up after these messages.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
The views and opinions expressed by the guest and presenters of Radio Al Ansar are not necessarily the views and opinions of Radio Al Ansar and the Al Ansar Foundation.
Almost 1 in 5 South African children attend school each day without having eaten breakfast. This seriously affects their ability to concentrate and understand lessons. The Al Imdad Foundation's Make Breakfast Possible campaign allows learners to enjoy a high-energy cereal at the start of the school day. Help children to focus on learning and not hunger. Let's make breakfast possible today. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
It's Radio Al Ansar's Breakfast Rush, now 13 after 7. Action SA says its long-standing call for increased funding to the South African Revenue Service has been vindicated. This comes after the medium-term budget policy statement revealed that SARS will collect nearly 20 billion rand more in revenue for the 2025-26 financial year than initially projected, following a 4 billion rand funding boost championed by Action SA. The party argues that this victory shows how proper resourcing of state institutions can yield real results without placing additional tax burdens on ordinary South Africans through measures like a VAT hike. But beyond this positive development, Action SA has raised serious concerns about South Africa's weak economic growth, revised down to just 1.2%, well below the rest of sub-Saharan Africa. Joining us now is Action SA MP Alan Beasley. Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Rush on Radio Al Ansar.
No, thank you so much. Good morning to you. Good morning to your listeners, and thank you for having me.
It is a pleasure. Tell us, what does this additional 4 billion rand allocation and the resulting 19.7 billion rand increase in revenue say about the importance of investing in capacity rather than raising taxes?
Yeah, no, it's imperative. You know, SARS collects 90% of our government revenue, and currently there's an 800 billion tax gap in our country. That means there's 800 billion rands worth of tax that's not collected. So for SARS to be properly funded to collect this money it's just great news. And the fact that they've been able to deliver on this increased funding is we're just delighted with it, and we believe it's a victory for Action SA, but more importantly for the people of South Africa. So hopefully this means that there'll be no future tax increases in the next couple of years.
You've often spoken about the 800 billion rands tax gap caused by years of underfunding. How confident are you that this recent increase in SARS funding will make a real dent in closing that gap?
Yeah, it will take SARS a while to start eating into this tax gap because they just recently received the money. So it will take time, but we're very confident. And the reality of it is not just increased funding for SARS and increased revenue. It's also a justice issue because most of us pay our taxes, whether it's in VAT but a lot of the elite corrupt people are getting away from paying taxes. So it's important that SARS goes after them and that they pay their fair share of taxes because it's a justice issue that we all pay our fair share of taxes.
Indeed. The medium-term budget also paints a bleak picture for economic growth, just 1.2% compared to over 4% in other developing economies. You've called South Africa's stagnation homegrown. What do you believe government should be doing differently to unlock growth?
Yeah, I mean, the way you described it is as bleak, and the figures are bleak. You know, we've got 12 million people unemployed in our country. So this 1.2% growth is not going to have a positive impact on our unemployment figures. And as we say, we just keep scoring own goals because look, Sub-Saharan Africa is at 3, 4, 5%. We're at 1.2. So we're not even close to near our peers. So we're just scoring own goals. And, you know, I sit in Parliament and the GNU, we actually call it the government of disunity because they're always fighting with each other. So in a year and a half, we haven't come up with key economic policies. And we think there's just some basic things we need to do right. We need cheap and reliable electricity. We need to be able to move goods around our country. We need to cut the amount of red tape, and we need to cut down on the illicit trade.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about illicit trade. You've highlighted that it costs South Africans up to 100 billion rands in lost revenue every year. What concrete steps would you like to see Treasury, SARS, and law enforcement take to address this issue effectively?
Yeah, so it's an enforcement issue, so it's a funding issue. So we need to make sure that SARS gets more funding, the Border Management Agency gets more funding, and SAPS gets more aid, more money too. Because unless we do it, the illicit trade is just going to keep on growing. And the challenge with the illicit trade is there's just bad things around the illicit trade. There's corruption, there's criminality. It's just not good for any country. So we need to stamp it out before it becomes dominant in our country.
Final question for this morning. The medium-term budget policy statement includes a commitment to spending reviews that could save 6.7 billion rand. Now, Action SA is proposing a cabinet reform package to save an additional 4.5 billion. Can you tell us more about this proposal, please?
Yeah, so certainly it's to cut away with deputy ministers. the reality is that nobody knows what a deputy minister does. They do not know what they do, yet we have 43 of them. They have blue lights, they travel around the world in first class, and they're literally eating our money. And they serve no purpose. So we're saying they need to be done away with. And then also we're saying we need to cut down on the rest of the perks of the executive. The executive can't tell people to tighten their belts when they don't tighten their own belts.
I want to leave it right there, Mr. Beasley. Thank you very much for your time this morning and your insights on the subject as well.
You're most welcome. Thank you for having me.
That was Action SA MP Alan Beasley reflecting on the medium-term budget policy statement and just Action SA's reaction to it. He is an Action SA member of Parliament. I find it very interesting, the way we ended that conversation where he's talking about, and in my words, trimming the fat.
Absolutely. I think it's incredibly powerful. A lot of valid facts listed there. Tell me to do something, but you yourself are not practicing it.
There you have it. It's coming up for 7:20 now. When we come back, we'll tell you what's happening at the Cellular City Group of Vodacom stores.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's the perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
The Breakfast Rush. It's the only way to start your day.
Elevate your style with Alnor kurtas and fragrances from Potent Ice Perfumes, exclusively available at Alansar Shop. Visit us at 207 West Road or call 031-208-1601. Experience the best in fashion and perfumery. Alansar Shop where elegance meets fragrance.
Welcome to Simplex Radio. Visit our showroom for the full range of car audio. Our TV department carries top brands with quality LED panels, full HD to Ultra HD, and now the experience of Super Ultra HD. Visit our theater rooms and transform your home with brands like Onkyo, Integra, Denon, Boston Acoustics, Yamaha, and more for quality audio visual experience. Now available, full range of home appliances. A one-stop shopping experience. Call 031-306-4029 or Kenilworth Park, 202 Brickfield Road, Overport. Simplex Radio, the name you can trust.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
So extra savings at the Cellular City Group of Vodacom stores, your Black November. But how's this? Let's tell you about a device that is open to all networks unless otherwise, stated. Save up to 70% when you get to the Cellular City Group of Vodacom stores, the itel A90 dual SIM with a free starter pack prepaid at 999 Rand. So the device features 8 gigabytes of RAM, a 64 gigabyte storage, 6.6 inch high definition water drop full screen display, 13 megapixel rear camera, 5 megapixel front camera, fingerprint and face unlock, Android 14 Go built in as well. You could add on the SuperPods Pro for just 279 Rand once off.
From 6 Rands a day, just from 6 Rands a day, you can get yourself the itel V54 with a free starter pack. It's 4 gigabytes extended RAM, 32 gigabyte storage, 5 megapixel rear camera, 2 megapixel front camera. It's got a 5.0 inch display, Android 14 Go. This device includes free 50 megabytes of data plus free 5 minutes daily. It comes with your charger, your cable, and your handset. Today, available for 499 rands. You can also add on the InTouch Fusion TWS Sport earbuds for 99 rands just once off.
So go look at the TechnoSpark 40C, a dual SIM device with a free starter pack at 1,699 Rand. 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigabyte storage on this one here. Your 6.67-inch IPS LCD, 13 megapixel rear camera, 8 megapixel front camera, Android 15. It's available in black only. And remember, the Superfly SuperPods Pro can be added at just 279 rands once off.
While you're there, look at the itel A90s with the dual SIM plus your free starter pack. It's available today at 1,299 rands, giving you 12 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabyte storage. It's a 6.6-inch HD display. It comes with a water drop full screen display, 13 megapixel rear camera, 5 megapixel front camera, fingerprint and face unlock, Android 14 Go. That's your itel A90s.
One more for you, the itel City 100 with a free starter pack, prepaid dual SIM, 1,699 Rand in stores, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigabyte storage, 6.75-inch display, Android 14 Pure 14.5 operating system built into the device. It's available in blue and titanium as well, and available where? Well, listen carefully. It's available.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0, Vodacom shop. For smartphones, laptops, routers, asset insurance, gaming, IoT, payment platforms, and the latest gadgets to always keeping you in the forefront of innovation and technology. Home and business internet to ensure that you have the best connection. Plug and play home internet to fully installed fiber. Our infrastructure provides a resilient platform for your critical business applications, which will help your business perform best. Vodacom shop at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Westwood Mall, The Bluff, The Workshop Durban, Umlazi Megacity, Bridge City Kwamashu, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
Trying to make sure that good mood, happy.
Just makes me feel good.
Makes you feel good?
It's the People's Choice.
It makes you feel good. Just riding around in my car, singing out loud.
Winners wake up with the Breakfast Rush.
سعادة وأمان كل مكان ما لقيت جواب يقطع البحور نادي الحلول استنى السرور ينادي ربي حسيت بأماني وقال لي قلبي لقيت مكاني ما بعد اليوم وتروح كل هموم تنبت مكانها ما في ليل يداوي قلبي ما في ليل اصبر على اللي كتبه ربي فيه الخير ما في ليل يداوي قلبي ما في ليل اصبر على اللي كتبه ربي فيه الخير
ما بين أركان نزرع أحلام مش ترجع أيام فيها سلام ما بعد الليل الشمس ما تغيب تفقد أمان روحي حدي قلبي مش خالي ملي
وصلاتي ما بعد اليوم وتروح كل هموم تتكاثر ما في ليل يداوي قلبي ما في ليل اصبر على اللي كتبه ربي فيه الخير ما في ليل يداوي قلبي ما في ليل اصبر على اللي كتبه ربي فيه الخير ما في ليل يداوي قلبي اصبر على اللي كتبه ربي فيه الخير ما في ليل يداوي قلبي ما اصبر على اللي كتبه ربي فيه الخير ما في ليل يداوي قلبي ما في ليل اصبر على اللي كتبه ربي فيه الخير فيه الخير فيه الخير
TBR, it is 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 FM in Peter Maritzburg. As we get into the last half hour of the program, one more look at traffic coming your way. But before we do all of that, let's do this.
The Breakfast Rush News Headlines.
Making news at the bottom of the hour, 23 civil society and media organizations have written to Chief Justice Mandi Samaya expressing concern over a seemingly arbitrary gag order imposed on Open Secrets. According to figures released yesterday alongside the World Health Organization's latest World TB report, around 54,000 people died of TB in South Africa last year. And finally, United States President Donald Trump says he's committed to providing Americans with $2,000 checks using money that has come into government coffers from Trump's tariffs. That's it for now. For Radio Al-Ansar News, I'm Tabila Duma.
Last look at traffic coming your way. So if you're on the roads, listen carefully.
Breakfast rush traffic.
Lieutenant Colonel Rauf, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. You still got those traffic lights that are out. Ottoman Road, also Ottoman Road and Mapata Road. The traffic lights are out as well. They are pointing. Please just use their hands, please. Now, if you're coming from Peter Maritzburg towards Durban, on the N3 southbound, coming towards Durban, just before the stop sign where the waterfall is. This is on the N3 before the Manual Toll Park. There's a waterfall that comes out there. There's a tire debris or fuel of a truck. It's on the right-hand lane, so be careful, please. Vehicles are coming under the speed down the hill and hitting the brake at the last minute. So please be careful. You'll know there's two no-stopping signs in the entry. There's a permanent waterfall there. That's where the tire is lying on the fast lane. It's already been notified. Hopefully, please slow down if you're coming down the entry this morning. Higginson Highway is still a little bit busy as you're coming eastbound towards the N2. Also, on Old Main Road in Pinetown, so a little bit busy going towards the end. Just allow for some extra traveling time between. That's your final update.
Thank you very much. So you take it easy, drive safely, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow morning, inshallah. Well, I can say for a second there, it sounded like, because earlier he said to us, I'm at the airport.
Yeah.
And then it sounded like he's sitting on the wing of a plane.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
One day,
that's
inshallah,
what his
we
car
will
sounds like.
take these adventures with him.
Absolutely. I'd love to. He goes to some of the most interesting places. But when they're doing their operations, is what they call them, I wouldn't want to be there.
No, not during those. Like when he goes to see these unique anthills. I want to go for those things.
Yeah, true story. But one of the things that I think we're going to start planning for this one here is Metro's got horses.
Yes.
Right? And there's call it farm, if you will, or ranch in American terms, where they take the horses. They've got the stables and what have you for them. I would love to go there, and it's not far away.
Okay.
And present the show from there.
Absolutely bliss from the horse.
Well, I've always wanted to learn how to, horse ride, go horse riding, all of that. I've never done that.
Never?
No,
So
no,
you've
no.
never sat on a horse?
No, I've done that like on my own.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
right.
So I've been on
For horse riding, yeah.
and somebody
It
else
was
is
like a
holding the rein.
guide.
Exactly,
Yeah,
which is interesting. Whatever.
Listen,
But I'd
it's
love to
safe.
go on my own. I know. I'd love to go myself.
One
I
day.
know there's a space somewhere in like Yellowwood Park or whatever.
Okay.
That does, you could go learn
Lessons, yeah.
lessons. Never got around to it. Just never got around.
Plan and it will happen.
This is a plan. Maybe 2026.
Inshallah.
Like, what are you doing in the new year? Learning to ride a horse.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
For too many communities across Africa and the world, access to clean water remains a dream. At Africa Muslims Agency, we dig deep, reaching into the heart of the earth to fill the cups of those in need. Sponsor a water well for 16,500 Rand, or a borehole in Afghanistan for 55,000 Rand, or Africa for 65,000 Rand, or any amount. With water comes food, health, education, and growth. Earn ongoing reward with Africa Muslims Agency.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
This is Umar Isa, and you're listening to The Breakfast Rush.
Ya Nabi, 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 Ya Nabi. Khub kaun tere tarke ye manzar dekhe. Khub kaun tere tarke ye manzar dekhe. मांगते फिरते जमाने के मांगते फिरते जमाने के सिकंदर देखे मदीना 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 कौन तेरे दर के ये मंज़र देखे आप सारा मत आलम कोई देखा ही नहीं आप सारा मत आलम कोई देखा ही नहीं आप सारा मत आलम कोई देखा ही नहीं यूं तो दुनिया में हजारों ही यूं तो दुनिया में हजारों ही पैगंबर देखे नबी तैबा 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 कौन तेरे दर के ये मंज़र देखे देखना चाहे जो अंदाज शहनशाही के देखना चाहे शहनशाही के देखना चाहे जो अंदाज शहनशाही के शाह बतहा के गुलामों को शाह बतहा के गुलामों को वो आकर देखे या नबी या नबी या नबी दुश्मने जा नवाजा है दुआएं दुश्मने जा नवाजा है दुश्मने जान को नवाजा है तुम्हारे से पे रूखे रहमत के न बदले रूखे रहमत के न बदले हुए तेवर देखे और नबी मदीना मदीना कौन तेरे दर के ये मंज़र देखे फिर बुला मुझको मदीने में मदीने वाले फिर बुला मुझको मदीने मदीने वाले एक अरसा हुआ सरकार एक अरसा हुआ सरकार तेरा देखे या नबी तैबा तैबा कौन तेरे दर के ये मंज़र देखे तेरी जात ही काफी है न्यासी के लिए तेरी जात ही काफी है तेरी जात ही काफी है न्यासी के लिए तेरा दर छोड़ के क्यों कर तेरा दर छोड़.
So brother Ali Basha has gone shopping. He's gone shopping and he
best place, I tell you.
he found Muhammad Azam Qadri and he purchased from there. As soon as he found it, he took it. He's like, okay, cool, I like it. I'm taking it. Khoob Aako. It's the title of this one here as well. So I'm not sure how, but I think he's named the song the same, or Ali's placed the song on the list twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how
It's
good
that
it is.
good. It is that good. Anyway, messages coming in. Salams, Nishal, there's a place in Palok where you can go learn to ride horses. Fantastic.
Nice. That's not far.
That's not far away at all.
Yeah.
That's around the corner. Palok, like right here. Hafiz Shahid Mia says, tops.
Subhanallah. And Sarah Bibi Mustafa, she says, Nish and Naz, keep up the vibrant show. Well done.
We aim to please. We do. We do aim to please. MashaAllah. Wow. There's some messages coming in from Shanaz this morning. Good to know you were enjoying that recording. We'll pass on the feedback to the boys in the office. Read this story and thought to myself, no, man, can't be true, but it is. There are now 2 provinces in South Africa where more people are unemployed than working.
No, man.
2 whole provinces, right? So South Africa's latest quarterly labor force survey shows that the Northwest Province and the Eastern Cape are the only 2 provinces where there are more people unemployed than working. According to Stats South Africa, the country's official unemployment rate dropped to 31.9% in the third quarter of 2025, down from 33.2% the previous quarter. This marks basically a 1.3 percentage point improvement and means approximately 248,000 more people have found jobs, bringing the total number of employed South Africans to 17.1 million. At the same time, the number of unemployed people fell by 360,000 to 8 million. However, despite this improvement, the total labor force, those who are either working or actively looking for work, actually decreased by 112,000 people. Job creation, I think, as much as every so often we get praise and what have you, saying, oh, 2 jobs were created,
Yeah.
3 jobs were created, 30 jobs were created, 100, 200, 500, whatever. Those numbers pale in comparison to the numbers that we're reading, where we're talking about 8 million, if not more people
Correct.
unemployed.
I've heard some people say, and this was directly to me in conversation, that they've been looking for employment for a good couple of years, and they've reached a point where they don't want to try anymore, you know, because generally what people do is you put in the effort to create a CV based on the job you applying for. You don't send a general CV to everybody, you know, it's
you customize.
Yeah, it's very specific.
Yeah.
And they've said, you know, we've given up hope. We can't. And you know, from the outside it's very easy for us to say, but don't give up, you know, pray about it, put in your best effort and just keep trying, because one day when you least expect it, that door will open. But simultaneously, we don't know what it's like to be in their shoes.
No, and I don't want to find out.
Inshallah, we never.
I don't want to find out. Here's a message from a listener now. It says 2 years not working, guys. I'm new in the area. It's who you know, not what you know.
A sad reality, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've heard that exact saying from so many different people that it's absolutely unbelievable. It is not what you know. You could be very knowledgeable. You could be very efficient at, you know, your vocation. You could be that person that if you got into the space, you'd make a massive difference. But because you don't know, there's no contacts. I got no contacts. Yeah.
And the scary reality of people being asked to pay bribes for positions.
Yep. And then I know you're sitting there. I know you're thinking this. You're somewhere. Because I've had this conversation with various different people, and there's always one person that would say it's about the skin color.
Sometimes,
you know?
yeah.
There's a lot of people that would say, you know, I've got the qualification.
Correct.
I've got the years of experience. I'm easygoing. I work well with a team. I think I would make a good addition to any workforce that I enter. But because of the quota system,
correct,
here I am wasting my degree on the couch at home.
Absolutely. And sometimes it's a catch-22 situation, because the company themselves would choose you, but they too are held and restricted by these legalities.
To those quota systems. So many people say it's about time we go in and we say best person for the job. Full stop.
100%.
Okay. Best person for the job. Full stop. How about we implement best person for the job? We heard the Action SA MP talking about saving 4.5 billion rand by just stopping or not having deputy ministers, because nobody knows what a deputy minister does besides cost us money. Right?
First class.
So if we can take a saving of 4.5 billion rand and take that and turn it into something where you're going to create 4.5 billion rand, I think that could create a lot of jobs.
Of course.
I think that could create a lot of jobs. So the big man at the Cellular City Group is listening into the show at the moment.
Yeah.
And he sends me a picture and he says, but we're hiring.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Lovely.
How cool is that?
That is awesome.
I've always wanted to put out a feature where we advertise vacancies.
I think that will be brilliant.
Okay.
And
so if you're a business person that has a vacancy, right? To create something where we just say, okay, today, the Cellular City Group, they're hiring promotions assistants, overseeing flyer distribution teams, and just being on the go with the marketing trailer.
Brilliant.
Right? So you got to have a Code 10 driver's license, able to work on the weekends. You got to be high energy, all of that. If that's you, uncle, there's a position available.
There you go. Problem solved.
A promotions assistant. So I've always wanted to put a feature together like that. So if you're a business and you have a vacancy, I've got the listeners.
Of course.
You got the vacancy, I got a potential person to fill the vacancy. So we advertise a vacancy over here inside the radio.
It's just a circle of goodness. I think that'll be wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Abdullah says no jobs without B.
Yeah. And it's
So many
sad
E's.
because it starts at university level.
Yeah.
You could have an A+ aggregate,
Mhm.
7 A's, 90% and over, and you would still have to leave the country to study because of the color of your skin.
Yeah.
And then you would have somebody else that might be sitting with a 50% and would be able to take your position locally.
Jamil's had a very, very bad experience where he says in order to get a promotion, you need to be a different race.
Yeah.
And he's talking from his own experience. His own experience. But how's about this? Abdullah says this creates entrepreneurs.
In a lot of ways, yes. People put their skill together, start with 100 Rand,
Yeah.
and it goes from there.
I'll schedule them to space the adverts. So the team's listening in already and thinking about, all right, so Nishal wants to do this feature where we're advertising vacancies. Why not? We can schedule it.
Of course.
So there you go. If you're a business, you've got a vacancy that you would like to advertise. Remember, advertise, not promote. Advertise. Then, maybe get a hold of us and we can help you do that. So there's already a couple of people saying, please send me the advert from Cellular City.
Shall we post it somewhere?
Shall we? I don't think we're allowed to do that at the moment, but I'll reply to you. I'll reply to you directly. So there you have it. Maybe. Sure. And they come back with more. They're saying, okay, in-store, managers, sales, administration, HR people, digital marketing specialists, and all of that. Junaid at Cellular City, with a CITI there, right? Junaid at cellularcity.co.za. There you go. He's asked me to send out the email address.
There you go.
Because
Send
he's
your
one of
CVs.
our supporters who's advertised with us 13 years non-stop. I'm quite confident of not getting in trouble for advertising that.
Not at all.
Nishal, is it compulsory that elderly people need to get their smart ID card? Yes.
You are South African.
Yes. Rashida, please go and do it. Did I say her name incorrectly again?
Yes, Rashida.
But that's what I said.
You said Ra.
It's R-A.
Not AA.
Hey, listen, go. It's time to go. You go to school, you go to work. I'm going to go to my office. In fact, I'm going to the deli and have breakfast. If you want to come down, ask for the TBR breakfast at the Al Ansar Deli. They will know exactly what to give you. Just tell them how you'd like the eggs done, how many spoons of sugar or sweetener you want in your coffee or your tea, and they'll sort you out.
You will have a lot of energy after that, I can promise you.
You don't need to have lunch.
Have a
You do not need to have lunch.
lovely Thursday. Nishal's going to eat. Be the best version of you.
Hey, do good. Be good. Have an amazing day.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
It's the Breakfast Rush, all over your radio.
This hadith is sponsored by Ashraful Aid, International Humanitarian Organization.
حديث أدي قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من تواضع لله رفعه الله. The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم said, he who humbles himself for the sake of Allah, Allah will elevate him in rank. Being humble means to believe that others are better than you. This will help you in serving others. If you have a high position or lots of wealth, then you should be more careful, because